Reaction profiles for endothermic and exothermic reactions. Remember, an exothermic reaction is one where heat energy is given out, and this question can get you up to 4 marks. This line here, the y-axis, is the energy of the reaction, and this is the progress of the reaction, or think of it as time from the start to the end of the reaction. You'll get a mark for your 2 flat lines, one for the reactants, one for the products. Now, because this is an exothermic reaction, just stop and think. If it's an exothermic reaction, it gives out heat energy to the surroundings. And if it gives out its heat energy, it's going to have less energy in the products. So draw your 2 flat lines, then connect them with your curve. Then what you need to do is you need to label the activation energy and the energy change. Always draw a flat line from your reactants across, and then from here to the highest point, draw a single-headed arrow and label that activation energy. Then what you need to label is the energy change in the reaction. Now, the energy change is a change from the reactants to the products. And again, stop and think. If it was an exothermic reaction, it's given out heat energy. So its energy will have dropped. And we're talking about the energy of the reaction. So the energy change is an arrow going down. Label that energy change. And there are your 4 marks. For the endothermic reaction profile, remember, an endothermic reaction is one where heat energy is taken in. And if heat energy is taken into the reaction's energy will increase. So here, that is your energy of the reaction. And here is your reaction progress. I like to think of this as time. Then what you need to do is you need to draw a flat line and label that reactants. And if you think about it, it's an endothermic reaction. It's taken in heat energy, so the products will have more energy. And if this is a scale, put in some imaginary numbers, 50, 100, 150, 200. So the reactants line is there. We know that it's an endothermic reaction. Heat has been taken in, energy has been taken in. So your products are going to have a higher energy than your reactants. Label those. Then draw your curve to connect them. Next, draw your flat line across from the reactants. Please use a ruler in the exam. The next step again is similar. Draw your activation energy, a single-headed arrow from the reactants line to the highest point. Label that activation energy. So that's another mark. And then the last step here, you need to draw on your energy change. Now remember, it's an endothermic reaction. It's taken in heat energy, so the energy of the products is higher. So my diagram's getting a little bit messy. Your energy change is this. It's from the reactants to the products. That's the energy change. The energy has gone up for this reaction because it has taken in energy. Whereas here, energy was given out, so the energy of the products here is a lot lower than the energy of the reactants.